Hello, my name is Zhanna Myna. I'm one of the authors of this paper. The team our paper, Organization and Conduct of Career Guidance subject, Olympiads by means of computer testing in the practice of the Center of Testing in Diagnostic of Knowledge of the Lviv Polytechnic National University. Relevance of the topic. We define career guidance as a scientific and practical system of preparing an individual for a conscious choice of a future profession. Today, the various forms and methods of career guidance influence on students. The effectiveness of career guidance activities depends on the selection of methods and a comprehensive approach. Important events that help attract talented students to higher education or Olympiads, which are held in institutions of higher education. Hence, subject Olympiads future with the Polytechnic are held every year at the Lviv Polytechnic National University for graduation class pupils. Participation of the subject Olympiads allows not only to test the level of knowledge, but also the ability to apply it to solve various problems, often not standard ones, in order to test the logical and uh, analytical things of future potential applicants. With our research, using the example of testing at the Lviv Polytechnic, we want to prove that the experience of using testing shows that today it is one of the reliable assessment tools, and testing using computer software provides objectivity, which justifies the choice a topic that remains relevant. The purpose and test of the research. The purpose of this study is not analyze the organization of diagnostic and knowledge control by means of computer testing, which are used to evaluate and monitor student knowledge in educational practice during the subject Olympiads and universities. The main tests are not to analyze reference on the research topic, study the future of diagnostic and monitoring students' knowledge during Olympiads at universities, monitoring test results, and identifying potential applicants who may be interested in studying at the university, as well as promotion the polarization of higher education and scientific activity among young people. Analysis of source. The different approach to the interpretation of the concept of professional self-determination in the literature. However, as emphasized by Hryňova and Hananova, the general opinion remains that it is a process of choice, taking into account the personal capabilities of the person and requirement of the chosen profession. Noteworthy is the study by such author Pavlish, Pierce, Zadorozhny, Haba, Hook, testing in the knowledge assessment system of entrant and student at Lviv Polytechnic National University, which notes that the experience of using testing as an element of the system of control measures, a means of assessing knowledge during competitive selection of for training, indicates that today it is one of the reliable and objective assessment tools. The works of such scientists as Zakotnov, Kornishchuk, Morhulets deal with the career guidance as a prerequisite for the training of competitive specialist technologies for preparing young students for vocational determination. Result: activities of the Center for Testing and Diagnostic of Knowledge, Lviv Polytechnic University in the Knowledge Control and Assessment System. The creation of the Center for Testing and Diagnostic of Knowledge at Lviv Polytechnic National University in April 2024 was an important step dictated by the requirements for the development of a system for diagnostic the quality of education and a system of tests to determine the compliance of the level of education with state standard within the implementation of the state program education, Ukraine of the 21st century. The Center for Testing and Diagnostic of Knowledge functions as a university non-profit unit and carry out its activities in the field of diagnostics, the knowledge of the university, entering graduates of pre-university training courses using special tasks, actively work toward creating a reliable token for diagnostic student knowledge and skills by the test control methods. Next. Among other, one of the important tasks of the center is the organization and holding of student subject Olympiads. Participation in the subject Olympiad allows students to take their level of knowledge and ability to able to solve various non-standard problems, learn more about the university and specialists that can be acquired within the walls of the institution. As noted above, participation in the Olympiad contributes to objective argumentation in the entrance motivation letter, where it is necessary to reflect interest in studying at the Lviv Polytechnic as well as academic achievement and other types of activities. For the organization of the subject Olympiads, it was decided to use the modular object-oriented dynamic environment model, which has a sufficient set of tools and made it possible to administer the environment of the chosen model of the Olympiads. The Olympiads were held in 2 rounds. This year, the first round was held online due to the threat of mutual strikes and the pandemic. The second round was held in person, as all safety measures were provided. First round, distance, January-February 2023, 2 round in person, March 2023. Both rounds of the Olympiad were held using computer equipment and visiting the paid link, where at the specific time the subject Olympiad participant, having previously successfully registered, access the Olympiad page with his/her login and password and could pass the test during the specific time of the Olympiad. The tasks were developed by leading teachers of the Lviv Polytechnic on the basis of the school curriculum of Institution of General Second Education, which were present in various formats and levels of complexity, which made it possible to evaluate the participant of the Olympiad according to his/her chosen discipline at whatever Bloom's taxonomy. Evolution and statistic of the test result. Tracking the statistical data of the future with Polytechnic subject Olympiads it should be noted that the Olympiad was quite popular among school graduates. The total number of registered participants who expressed the desire to participate in the Olympiads successfully registered and passed testing in the first round was 15-20 people. Next, evolution the statistic of test result. Figure 3. Popularity of disciplines among the participants of the first round. The most popular disciplines among the Olympiad participants were mathematics. 331 participants expressed their desire to participate in the Olympiad from the specific discipline. Ukrainian language 296 participants, English 304 participants, and history of Ukraine 227 participants. Somewhat less popular were disciplines such as chemistry 151 participants, physics 109 participants. The last popular were economics and public administration 41 participants, and computer science 31 participants. According to the result of the first round of subject Olympiads, the overall average score as a participant by subject was as follows. Figure 4. The highest overall average score was among the participants of the Olympiad in the history of Ukraine and amounted to 85 point, while the participant of the Ukrainian language Olympiad had a slightly lower average score of 74. The participant in the Olympiad in mathematics had a total average score of 72 points. Slightly lower results were observed in such disciplines as economics and public administration. 67 points, physics 65 points, chemistry 57. Significantly lower overall average scores were observed in the participants of subject Olympiads in English 37 points and computer science 33 points. According to the result of the first round of subject Olympiad participant who passed to the second round. Mathematics 58, physics 26, history of Ukraine 44, Ukrainian 34, chemistry 34, information technology 16, English 13, economics and management of public administration 18. A survey was conducted among the participants of the second round of subject Olympiads, aimed at determination the region from which the participant came. Figure 6. The result of the survey. of participants of the second round of subject Olympiad by region affiliation. Lviv, leader, participants were from Lviv and Lviv Oblast. Okay. According to the conductors of the second round of Olympiads in the gender category, we tracked the gender data of the statistics of the participants of the subject Olympiads. The obtained data were distributed as follows. In the second round of the Olympiad in mathematics, physics, computer science, English, economics, and public administration, a large number of male participants passed. On the other hand, according to the number of participants who made it to the second round, the female gender leads in such subjects: history of Ukraine, Ukrainian language, and chemistry. Please figure 7, a data on general statistic of participants who passed the second round of gender statistics subject Olympiads. Orange color family. 6. Economic and management of public administration. English family. 13. Information technology 4. Chemistry 21. Ukraine 23. History Ukraine 26. Physics 6. Mathematics 24. And male economics and management of public administration. Figure 7, the English, information technology, chemistry, Ukraine, history Ukraine, physics, mathematics. Acknowledgements. Those today, it is important to carry out career guidance activities that allow finding, promotion young people and diagnostic knowledge with the help of objective assessment tools using computer technology. The statistical analysis of the result of subject Olympiads showed the relevance and expediency of holding subject Olympiads and made it possible to inform potential entrant about the possibilities and advantages of the Lviv Polytechnic National University as a higher education institution that forms the professional elite of the labor market of our state. In discussion about the relevance of holding Olympiads, educators come to a common conclusion that the Students' Olympiad as a kind of competition is an excellent mental stimulus for acquiring new skills. The benefit of conducting such intellectual competition lies in quality training, which is an effective way of generalizing knowledge which affects the further result. Participation in Olympiad not only broadens one's horizons and improves abstract and logical thinking, but also improve creative abilities. Regarding the prospect of the research, the problems relate to the use of computer technology in career guidance work with school children, as well as ways of introducing professional trials into the practice of schoolwork, gaining practical experiences, a specific type of professional activity remain important. This is an opportunity to compare our intention with a chosen profession to assess what competency should be mastered for successful self-realization in the chosen professional field. We express our gratitude to the Center for Testing and Diagnostics of Knowledge of Lviv Polytechnic for the opportunity to work out statistics, draw the appropriate conclusion, and outline the prospect for further research. Thank you for attention.